What do you get when you combine two of the biggest names in 90s, 2000s hip-hop, Nelly and Jay-Z? Fireworks. In the early 2000s, these two titans of the industry were embroiled in a feud that threatened to boil over. But little did Jay-Z know, he was about to get a major dose of humble pie, courtesy of Nelly's wife, the incomparable Ashanti. In the early 2000s, the music industry was dominated by the rise of hip-hop and R&B artists. Two of the biggest names during this era were Nelly and Jay-Z. Both were riding high on a wave of success, with chart-topping hits, sold-out tours, and a legion of devoted fans. However, beneath the surface, tensions were brewing between the two artists. It all started with a perceived slight. Nelly had collaborated with Ja Rule, who was signed to Jay-Z's Roc-A-Fella Records. Jay-Z, never one to take perceived disrespect lightly, decided to send a warning shot. Nelly's way.At concert in St. Louis. Jay-Z took the stage and delivered a blistering freestyle, taking aim directly at Nelly. Wanna get a little piece of the pie, so they go and do a Ja Rule, and then they got a reply. Jay-Z spat, making his disdain for Nelly's collaboration crystal clear. But Jay-Z didn't stop there. He went on to issue a chilling threat, warning Nelly that he better keep that woman, a clear reference to Nelly's then-girlfriend, the rising R&B star Ashanti, in check. It was a bold and aggressive move, one that put the entire industry on notice. Jay-Z was not to be trifled with. Now, most artists in Nelly's position would have likely backed down, or at the very least, responded in kind with their own diss track. But Nelly had a secret weapon, his girlfriend, Ashanti. Ashanti was no slouch in the music industry herself, having already scored a #1 hit with her debut single Foolish. She was quickly becoming one of the most sought-after artists in R&B, and she was not about to let Jay-Z's threat slide. Ashanti wasted no time in firing back at Jay-Z. In a blistering interview, she made it clear that she was not intimidated by the rap mogul's threats. Jay-Z can say whatever he wants, but he better keep his mouth shut about Nelly, she declared. Nelly is my man, and no one is going to come after him and get away with it. But Ashanti didn't stop there. She went on to challenge Jay-Z directly, daring him to come to St. Louis and try to start something with Nelly. If Jay-Z wants to talk tough, he can come down here and say it to Nelly's face, she said. But I guarantee he won't, because Nelly will put him in his place. Jay-Z, never one to back down from a challenge, decided to take Ashanti up on her offer. He showed up at a Nelly concert in St. Louis, ready to confront his rival face-to-face. But what Jay-Z didn't know was that Ashanti had a plan of her own. As soon as he arrived at the venue, Ashanti took the stage and delivered a scathing rebuke of the rap mogul. Jay-Z, you think you can come in here and try to intimidate us, she said. Well, you've got another thing coming. Nelly is the king of St. Louis, and you're not even close to being in his league. But Ashanti wasn't done there. She then proceeded to deliver a stunning performance of her hit song Foolish, turning it into a powerful statement of defiance against Jay-Z's threats. As the crowd roared their approval, Ashanti made it clear that she and Nelly were not to be trifled with. Jay-Z, realizing that he had been outmaneuvered and outmatched, could do nothing but stand there and take it. He had come to St. Louis expecting to assert his dominance, but instead, he found himself being schooled by a woman who was clearly not afraid to fight for her man. In the days and weeks following the showdown, the music industry was abuzz with the fallout. Jay-Z, who had been known for his ruthless and uncompromising approach to business, had been publicly humiliated by a woman he had underestimated. Nelly, for his part, remained steadfast in his support for Ashanti, praising her for standing up to Jay-Z and defending their relationship. Ashanti is the real MVP, he said in an interview. She showed Jay-Z that he can't just come in here and try to push us around. We're a team, and we're not going anywhere. As for Jay-Z, the experience seemed to have a lasting impact on him. He became more cautious in his dealings with other artists, and he never again tried to openly challenge Nelly or Ashanti. The lesson here is clear: never underestimate the power of a woman who is willing to fight for her man. Ashanti proved that she was more than just a pretty face, and that she was willing to go to bat for Nelly no matter what.